welcome to the Dre and Mo podcast. I'm Dre.
And I'm Mo.
And we'd like to thank y'all for coming back to another episode. I know y'all missed us, we miss y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow our Instagram page at Dre and Mo1. Get them followers up. And we will have a Twitch account coming up to where we will be connecting with the chat. All the people in the chat that want to talk to us, want to comment, want to see what we're doing, be on the lookout because we got a Twitch account coming. How you been?
Good. How about you?
I've been alright. Anything special going on in the world today?
Just me breathing. Another day. So, I've been reading and watching the news about the Policy 25. You heard about it and stuff? It's a lot going on. I don't know if y'all paying attention, but I really need y'all to pay attention because it's very important. It's pretty much too late now because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But I wanted y'all to know some of the main things that I looked at when I was looking at it. And if this happens, and it's backed by over 100,000 different, conservative organizations, and they have a $22 million budget, so they're gonna make it happen. We just need to know what's going on in case we have no choice but to live like what it's gonna be. And if it happens, it's scary, They want to allow our employers to stop paying workers for overtime work, which that's a no-go. It's not going to work. I don't know how you feel about that, but I'm not cool with that. They want to cut Social Security benefits for the majority of American workers by raising the retirement age. That's not good. They want to put new taxes on the health care. They want to eliminate Head Start program, close preschools across the country, and they want to take the FBI, totally turn it into a political task force. So the president has total control over that, and he can hire and fire whoever he like.
Kind of like the policies we got now, like at work, like fire at will.
Well, that's the state of Tennessee. That's just the state of Tennessee is an at-will state. So overall, you work in Tennessee. If you're not under a union in Tennessee, you pretty much can be fired any day.
Like basically what you're saying, though, it's going to be an at-will act for the whole country.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then if they turn the FBI straight politics, it's going to be real ugly. Nobody can tell the president whether he can fire them or not. I mean, he has the last say so. Usually, you go to the Supreme Court, and they go back and look over things. But no, they're trying to strictly keep it political, which is really not going to work for us. Not where I'm from. Increased taxes for the middle class and working families. Ban Medicare from negotiating with pharmaceutical companies for lower drug prices. Make it more expensive to buy a home by increasing mortgage insurance premiums on federal housing administration loans. Eliminate the U.S. Department of Education. That's what gets me. And end more affordable student loans, repayable plans. Cut corporate taxes by $500 billion from 21% to 18%, and that's the lowest in more than 80 years. So they're trying to do some stuff that can really put us all in a bind. I don't know if y'all paying attention. Like I said, you really should, because we don't need whomever wins the presidential election to tell a company we work for and go clocking in that we have to get regular pay if it's over 40 hours, or raising the retirement so people, can't retire when they've been banking on retiring And then the immigration, they want to send over, what I say, 12 million people back because, and then shut down the borders. I mean, shut down the borders if that's what you need to do. But the people are here who have established families and a foundation here. Who am I to say they need to go back somewhere, you know? So it's just scary for everybody. So we have to band together and we need to keep our eyes open. And they're talking about the people that are woke, how they don't, you know, you can go into different branches of, you know, being free. Taking those rights away, people really about to start paying attention because
you gotta vote.
Yeah.
But I mean, basically what you saying though, like, even if we do vote and we pick the president, it's like like you said, they can still go on with Project 2025, with whatever president we got.
As long as he's conservative.
Yeah. I think they trying to take old Joe up out of there though. They talking about he need to drop out, and I think Joe he need to stay in the race.
I don't have no comment.
Choose the less of the two. We gotta go with old money bag Joe.
Well,
I hope whenever this project, if it does hit, Joe got his ways, but like you said, whatever president we get, they gonna have power if this act does implement.
Well, we never focus on any other election but the presidential election. And we act like we don't have other branches in the government, and we do, and we need to focus on voting.
Because you got to vote this year.
Yeah, but we need to focus more voting before the presidential election than just for a president to make a change, because they go through the 3 stages before they hit his desk, and we need to realize that. We're just waiting around for the November election like that's going to make a change. Well, you got 3 other people in there that's riding with the wrong president. You're not going to get what you thought you was going to get, you know? Yeah, and I don't know. It's just weird to me how they could allow it to even be a thing.
It's going to be crucial.
And it's going to cover, you know, domestic and foreign. And it's 4 pillars to what they want to do. They want 180 days, they want this to be implemented and things to start happening the day the ink dries on the paper. He wake up the next day. They want to get the ball rolling. So November 2024.
Yeah, vote.
All right. That's what I got for Project 25 for right now. I will discuss it again because I think it's very important.
Yeah. You need to Google it. If you don't know what it is, Google it. It's Project 2025. Read up on it. That's the problem with some of us. We don't know stuff until it's too late because we don't read or we don't research or we don't look at the news. And we need to start doing that a lot more. Because if something go down and you don't know about it, you're going to act shocked when they've been putting it out in the world. Like I said, with our race, they always say, I don't want to get too deep in, but they always say, and if you don't want them to know it, put it in a book or put it in something that's not ghettofied or one of the
book is good enough.
Which our culture, we do read, we are smart,
but we just need to read things we don't want to read. Like I would read the newspapers if they still came to me, because I feel like there's more information in the newspaper than it is looking at the news, because you get auctions, you know, cars, you can find out things that, you know, your property and stuff like that. So it's not that boring. It's very informative, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so I always live off knowledge is power, and I love to learn. So I'm cool with reading a book, you know. I'm cool with it. Okay, so on another note, since we're talking about how we feel, I want to talk about giving people grace. Do you ever give people grace? You know, sometimes you just want to go in, but you step back and you give them grace because you just don't know.
What you mean, like give them grace, like hold back on what you say?
Yeah, you give them grace because you don't know what another somebody else is going through. So the way you might have reacted, you chose to give them grace and basically let it slide.
I'll turn the other cheek, basically. I mean, yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
It ain't worth what it can cost you. And if it ain't worth what it can cost me, I ain't worried about it. But I'm just not quick to judge. I like to give people a little grace. I guess that's what I'm saying. So.
I mean, yeah, I would. I mean, sometimes it's a place and a time for everything. At work, I feel like if it's at work or if you're like in a big time public population and you don't want to cause a scene or you want to protect your dignity or you don't want to be looked as unprofessional or I don't say ghetto but uncivilized, yeah, I would keep it to a professional type level and yeah, like you said, give them grace or turn on the cheek. But in private, yeah, I'm gonna give you what you want.
Because a lot of people, it looks like now, including myself, sometimes I find myself too doing it. Certain situations, certain things, normalizing a lot of things that was not going to pass when you were growing up. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you gotta always be old school, for sure not, because time changes and every time something changes you have to adapt to it and go with it. But at the same time, we have to stop normalizing some of the stuff we see, and that's just insane. That's just how they are. That's just how kids are today, And I feel like that's why a lot of kids think that it's okay now to come up and be cussing around you. And granted, I still don't like it. I know if you 12 and 13, I don't want you up in my face using profanity. But some people, it's just how he is. That's just, well, I don't want he or she to be that way around me, So you could be helping somebody by saying, hey, don't do that,
Yeah.
in a respectful way.
Yeah.
You ain't always got to just let it be and normalize it like it's okay. If you feel disrespected, speak up, because you are grown.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
Get a pop in the mouth, speak out of turn, or speak like you ain't,
Well, that's over with nowadays in some households. But I'm just saying, in public, when you represent your mom and she don't know you, that your mouth is filthy like this.
Old school.
And I'm just normalizing it like, it's okay. No, it ain't cool. Check.
That's today's age, for today's type parents that probably wasn't raised that way. I seen a lot of them in the stores. Child be running around throwing stuff, and they act like they scared to say something, and then that child grow up and keep doing the same thing they were doing when they was little. They wonder why.
Yeah, some parents think it's okay, but it's not okay to allow your children to cuss and disrespect adults.
Nope.
You should teach them respect because it shows good character, and good character is good to have. I've spoken that before.
Yeah.
So when we bringing our kids up, we must raise them at least,
yeah,
to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. Hold the door for a lady. Don't cuss in front of grown-ups.
Was it?
That's it. That's my list. I'll take that right there. I'll take that. If you can just do that.
Was it chivalry?
Yeah, you ain't got to open the door for me. That's too much for you. You might trip over your own foot trying to open the door for me. Don't worry about it. Just them few things I just mentioned. If we could just teach our kids that. Oh, hold on, one more. Pull their pants up. How could I forget? I got a son. He got it bad, but you will get left at home if you think you're gonna embarrass me. That's it. That's all, and that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. So that's how I am with mine. I don't play that when it comes to those few things right there. That's all a mother or father, asked of you when you away from them to still respect them. when they're not in your presence. Yeah.
Anything else in the world?
I don't know what's going on in the world.
I got a question though. It kind of been on my mind. I see a lot of people go through it. A lot of people, they still do it, no matter male or female when it comes to the courts. Should child support be implemented even though the parent is doing, it can be male or female, whoever got custody, they tend to take child support on the good. Even though the parent doing all they can, providing for the child, spending time, they still take child support out on the whichever parent doesn't have custody of the child. My question is, should child support be implemented on a good parent? I'm talking about he or she there for the child, spending quality time, doctor visits, dentists, whatever, money, time. They doing all this, but somehow they still get put on child support. Should they be, if they're doing right by the child? Is it a necessary thing to do if the parent's doing right? How do you feel about that?
Different strokes for different folks. We hit this before.
I'm talking like on a good parent. I know we hit it, but like good parents. Cause I still see it happening to good parents.
Be careful who you make a baby with. Just remember that, because each individual is different. You know, some of us know what we need to do. And then some of us still need somebody's hand to hold. And then some of us have our parents who can support us, so we don't worry about it. So you got different situations. And in those different situations, first and foremost, be careful who you pick for your baby mama and your baby daddy. Because as far as child support goes, if a dad is doing everything he's supposed to do, no, he shouldn't. But there could be something to where the mom's insurance is ridiculous, you know, or
she might need the help.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may be legit, you know. So if y'all can sit down and co-parent together and make that happen, that's understandable. But just getting a knock on your door from the sheriff's department and you doing everything you're supposed to be doing, I do understand the uproar that you may feel when you could have just communicated, conversed about it, and it would have been a good deal. But all in all, I just feel like each parent should just do their job.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm at with it. Like I can see what you're saying too. Like, if the mom is not capable of living to a certain extent to where she needs, to where she wants to be or what she needs to be as far as raising that child, then I can see her taking out child support, and I can see the other person, male or female, compromising with that because they see her struggling already, so they wouldn't mind doing it.
And it's counted for. Yeah. So she can't go back 10 years from now talking about, well, he didn't pay me no child support. At least he got stamped paperwork. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's not all that bad. Yeah. And if you don't know the trick to it, it's all about how many days you get the kids anyways. So if you getting your kids like you're supposed to be getting your kids, then your child support should be at a pretty decent rate. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people complain about it, saying it's breaking them. Like,
yeah, I mean, I got $600 a month one time. I mean, that was a lot, but I deserved it. Yeah, I did. So it's okay.
And that's my motto. Chances are, if the mother of your child or the father of your child, they're struggling, chances are your child is struggling. That's why I can see both sides of the spectrum. Yeah. Yeah, so I can see that.
Yeah, because, I mean, believe it or not, the child is struggling. Yeah. You know, you can take her own cereal, her own milk. You know how some daddies maybe just be messy like that right there. Well, I'll bring my baby something to eat. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, you do got bitter parents out there. They'll take it out just to be taking it out.
But them bitter ones to me, they bitter. Yeah.
Your child support money going to the club.
Yeah, they bitter. I don't know.
That's another thing that's on my mind too. Tiana Taylor and Amon Shepherd. it's been kept quiet for a minute due to her keeping it quiet. But somehow it got leaked because allegedly Amon Shepherd felt some type of way that it got in the media, that it was construed that he was blah blah this and blah blah that. I'm not gonna get into the man what brought him to put it out in the public because it should have been kept private. But apparently the narcissistic ways allegedly they say he felt caused him to bring it out to the open. Me personally, some relationship problems should be kept in private, and should no man be insecure or feel some type of way about his woman making moves or making money or getting popularity, because that's, to me, if your woman is making money, she's being successful, and she's succeeding in life, why are you feeling jealous or feel the need to be in competition with her or feel like, nah, I'm the man, you need to sit back, hold your career on pause, let me do this, let me feel great while you feel this? I don't dig that. And then you put your business out there because you feel some type of way. Now the man is I'm not for sure, allegedly they say he's got to pay one time seven figure payments and then $8,000 per month in child support, and he's got to cover their daughter's whole tuition in their private school throughout their lives, well, until they graduate, I guess on up to high school if they stay in private school. So he's got to cover that $8,000 in child support, and he's got to pay a one-time payment of 7 figures. To me, I think it wouldn't have been brought to that if he would have, been a man and handled his business to a certain extent. How you feel about like men?
He cheated. He cheated. And he cheated. And he cheated. It's only so much a woman can take. I mean,
the part that got me about that story is he tried, like, she was making moves, he didn't feel right about it. Now this is alleged, this is what the media is saying, this is what the news reporter reported, that because she's making moves, her moves, he got insecure or jealous about it. I don't get that. They say he made $48 million, which is more than she made in her movie career or music career. I'm like, dude, let your woman shine. Why? Let me ask you, why do dudes do that? If your woman is shining, why would you get jealous of her or feel like she's demasculating you? She's not. She's bringing bread to the household. So why are you getting jealous or insecure about that?
Because that's within themselves. They got some low self-esteem somewhere. They need to be in the spotlight. So that's just what it was. That's all it is. But he comes from a basketball team that was in the spotlight. He come from the spotlight. Like, so you are the spotlight as well. But I guess she was getting more publicity than he was at the time. And with her getting him the deals that she got in the movies and things, maybe it made him feel like she had more power and pull than he did. So it demasculated him. So maybe that's where that come from, because I'm sure that wasn't like that in the beginning. I mean, you're a sport, you're a sports athlete. So you manly, like you. I don't get it. He was just jealous, and that's sad. But it's a lot of men like that. That
has to be in competition with that woman.
It is a lot of men like that. They like they don't want to see you prosper. They rather keep you where you at, because you know why? They're scared that you're gonna get bigger and better, and you're gonna leave them because they know their worth. But that's still not your fault, because if you know your worth, then you do better. You become better. So that's still your fault. It's nobody's fault but your own. So you shouldn't hold anybody else down because lack thereof. So
you basically, it's like, keep her at the dependability stage.
Not even that, because she's the money maker. She's gonna make her own money, but don't let her get too big. She can't get like B now. She can't get like B, because that's just way too much. So, and then he may be a man in his personal feelings, aside all the rest, that just don't want his woman in all that spotlight like that all the time. Does he have a right to feel that way? I don't know. It's his prerogative. He can, if she's okay with it. But when you start making her feel uncomfortable, or like she's got to turn down money in order to make you feel happy, then that's a no-go. Mm-mm.
So that's what I always say as far as, cause I talked to you about it, that's all I was, as far as entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be hard. But
Uncomfortable moments.
Yeah, uncomfortable moments. But if you're both in that field as far as entertainment, or you're both trying to pursue that world, you gotta expect, especially with women, because I feel like when it comes to entertainment and that lifestyle and that world that you're jumping into, 9 times out of 10, the woman, they're gonna call her because they want her to be in this movie because, for one, she's sex appeal. She brings the men to watch the movie. That's just the way the business is. 9 times out of 10, when it comes to marketing, the woman is key. Not saying the man is not, because we are to a certain extent, but the woman draws in more male viewers. She draws in. It's just something about the woman, as far as business, but in entertainment specifically, the woman, to me, I feel like sometimes they are the bigger draw.
Even not even just entertainment, even in pleasure, like even going to the nightclub. Have you ever walked in the nightclub and it was 100 dudes and 7 women? No. But you done walked in the nightclub where there's 100 women and there's 7 dudes, because women, we just everywhere. We gonna be there. We gonna show up. We gonna be there. Yeah. You know. So it's just this. We just like that.
Yeah.
But for real. But I don't know them like that as far as watching them on TV together and blah blah blah.
I seen like one season of that show. That was it. It wasn't, well, not even one season. Like a couple of, like 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah.
But that was because, like I said, probably because of her. Like, so I'm not knocking him on because he does have a championship with LeBron and the Cavaliers. But to me, I think that show was brought about because of Tiana. Yeah. Well, to each his own, but like, to me personally, like I said, if my woman is succeeding, she's successful in whatever she does, I'm not gonna hold her back, because I feel like that's a win-win for both of us, because once we get married, we are one. When one wins, we all wins, and that's how it should be.
But when they married though?
Yeah. Now they're divorced because certain narcissistic ways, or...
So they say.
Yeah.
She don't seem, I don't know. She don't seem like she wouldn't have some too. You know, she might have some too. So
that's what I'm saying.
You don't know. But from what I've heard and what I've read and what I've listened to, I wish y'all could have made it. Yeah. Maybe I'll be like Usher's song. Yeah. They still good. But yeah. Well, it's been real, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. You got any plans for later?
Probably, I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure out something. But we need y'all to hit that like button, hit that notification button, subscribe, and follow our Instagram, like I said, at DreMO1. Follow it, get our followers up. I'll post our individual page, but most likely follow that page. Subscribe to this page on YouTube at DreMO_podcast. Like, comment, subscribe.
And we're going to do some renovations. And we're going to have a new set. Maybe in the next 2 weeks, we'll have a new set. I hope you guys like it. We've been really working on it. So I hope you guys like it.
What you tell them? Stay prayed up.
Yeah, stay prayed up. Always stay prayed up and love yourself.
And we're out.